After 8 years, marriage has failed. I had to spinning, and I am spiraling into depression. Hi Reddit. I'm a 35-year-old woman, and my marriage has been a roller coaster of pain and betrayal. My husband, 27M, and I have been married for almost 8 years. Our anniversary is October 28th, but it's become clear that we got married for all the wrong reasons. I need to share my story and hopefully get some advice and support from this community. The beginning and early betrayal. We married when he was young and about to go to the army. He wanted a wife and the extra benefits, and I didn't say no because I was in a bad situation and needed an out. After he left, I discovered he had already been planning to cheat on me. He stayed over at an ex's house, solicited nudes, and had folders of explicit content from other women. I was devastated and couldn't confront him because he was away. It felt like he thought I'd get over it by the time he returned, but it broke me deep. 6 months later, I found out I had early-stage cancer, and he decided to come home. Even then, I kept finding more evidence of his infidelity, which he excused as youthful mistakes and experimenting. Attempts at reconciliation and continued betrayal. We tried to work things out, but it was a mistake. He was often ashamed of me before his friends and family, misrepresenting our relationship and my attitude. He hid our relationship status on social media and kept having inappropriate interactions with others, including creating a Grindr account and a secondary Snapchat. I found out he befriended a girl at his workplace, gave her his Instagram and phone number, asked for nudes, and even told her he wasn't married. He would deny everything when confronted, but the evidence was always there, and my trust was completely broken. Emotional and verbal abuse. Over the years, the emotional and verbal abuse has been relentless. He calls me horrible names, blames his behavior on ADHD and medication, and refuses to take responsibility. His porn addiction has also strained our finances, with him spending large sums on OnlyFans while I worked hard to support us. Personal losses and health issues. In the past year, I've faced tremendous personal loss. My father passed away, and I had the heartbreaking task of handling his body as part of my job at a funeral home and as a body transport specialist with the coroner. I also lost my therapy cat, who had been a significant emotional support for 7 years. These losses, coupled with losing my job, have left me feeling completely shattered. To make matters worse, I recently lost twins at 6.5 weeks, which has been an unimaginable pain. My husband's reaction was cold and abusive, adding to my grief. The stress from his constant abuse even caused me to develop a peptic ulcer. Physical intimidation and threats. His behavior has escalated to physical intimidation and threats. He has yelled in my face, called me names, and even threatened violence if I jeopardize his job by exposing his lies. He has no genuine remorse and continues to downplay his infidelity and abusive actions. Planning for the future. I've reached a breaking point and know I must leave for my sanity and safety. My therapist suggested I move in with my aunt, which I plan to do once our lease ends in December. I'll be working on clearing our shared debt and establishing my independence. Seeking support. I'm consulting a divorce attorney to understand my rights and options. I'm also continuing therapy to work through my PTSD and emotional trauma. I desperately need advice, encouragement, and practical support to get through this transition. Building a support network. I'm reaching out to friends and family for emotional support and setting clear boundaries for my well-being. I'm also developing a safety plan in case things escalate further. Self-care and healing. I'm trying to focus on activities that bring me peace and joy, and I'm working on rebuilding my self-worth and confidence outside of this toxic relationship. It's been an incredibly tough journey, but I'm ready to move forward and create a healthier, happier future for myself. Final thoughts. If anyone has been through something similar, how did you find the strength to leave and rebuild your life? I would greatly appreciate any practical advice on handling the legal and financial aspects of divorce. I'm also open to any words of encouragement or support.